up, y'all? How's it all going? Everyone alright? Hey Jeff, yeah, it's one of my faves. I played it in quite a few years actually. I played it last when I did the replay, I think. Which, God, I don't know how many years ago that was now. 6? Maybe? Maybe more? It's been a while. Hopefully it will behave. Hopefully it will behave. Hey folks, I'll give it a few minutes before we get started. From what I tried, it worked, but there are certain things I can't test till we're slightly further in. I remember the tricks I used to make it work when I did the replay, and if necessary, I can reenact it. So we'll see. The fact that the game now has a proper launcher with choose your resolution, honestly, is a good sign. Truthfully, like it didn't have that before. You had to set it all manually, so. The game's going to be quite loud. It's got to be reasonably loud. Generally, I don't want it too loud. That's the thing. So I might need to do a quick little play with it, but yeah, we shall see. Hey peeps, welcome. I did the Archon quest earlier actually, for Genshin. That's all done now. I've got the big meaty side quest to do yet, but the sort of delves underground I've yet to do. But all right, I'll give him a few more minutes, then we'll go. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's just the one dude that ported it to the PC, but it's certainly a very small team, I think, yeah. Yeah, and if your PC runs too quick, if the frame rate's too high, the timer runs quicker towards the end. Hey! Thanks, Jeff. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you for all the biddies, that's really kind. Thank you very much. That is extremely kind of you, thank you. I look forward to this again. I thought, you know, now it's, technically it was October yesterday, but, you know, I had a space bug to get fundamentally, but now we're on Spooky Month. I mean, back in the day, I used to not do spooky games a lot of the time around Halloween, because I always did spooky games, so the joke was to swap it around a little bit. Swap it around a little bit, you know, we would do non-spooky games, but now I don't do spooky games as much, so maybe it makes sense to jump into it. Oh, that's really nice, Froggy. It works quite well, doesn't it? This game, a lot of people still find this game decisive. Some people think it's like a cult classic. Some people think it's a game that starts out well but ends up not being great. Some people just don't flat out don't like it. I actually think this is probably one of the better Lovecraft games we've ever got. Like actual proper Lovecraft games, I guess, if we're not including stuff like Eternal Darkness or Bloodborne. Though, I gotta be honest, I think The Sinking City was an incredibly good HP game as well. Like, I thought that ended up being really good.
We are waiting for you.
This game is quite tough, yeah. Okay. Alright, it's been 5 minutes. Did I actually tweet? I think I did. Can someone confirm for me, because I don't want to tab out. I think I twatted. I did, thank you. I look at my Twitter on my phone to check, and it's telling me I should play Evany, The King's Return. Wasn't that the game that was, like, full of, like, scantily clad women that was like, play now, my lord? Back in the day, and they got a lot of shit for it. Hey, Swinging Boat. We can see. Alright, subtitles are on. The volume should be okay. Again, it's going to be loud. If you've never seen this, it's going to be loud. There are jump scares. and the game does a lot of fuckery with the camera. So if you get
Now,
motion sick,
my end,
just the fair
I
one.
can fully see. My last case opened in me a new fear, a real fear, a fear of myself, of what I am, and of what I've always been. All that I was is now lost.
Looks nice, this
Hope,
resolution.
purpose, pleasure, all meaningless. I now walk in the shadows between worlds, and it is there I have finally glimpsed upon what lives in the dark corners of the earth.
Massive subtitles. I suppose better massive subtitles than tiny ones, I guess. Hey, Frosty. It's not very often you get a game that starts like this.
I like the way you smile at me, baby.
May the rats eat your eyes. Good old Max. Oh, Fear 1 subtitles are dreadful. I love the stock door opening though. I think the art style they use in this game just kind of works well, actually. It's kind of like Wind Waker, right? I guess. What was Wind Waker, like 2003? 2004? That thing still looks incredible. Oh yeah, we're probably not going to get much in the way of loading tips, are we? Unfortunately. Game tips are currently active. You don't want to see any game tips. You know what? It's been like close to a decade. Probably should. About Legacy of Kain? Yeah, Kain, I did. Man, Jack writes really big in that diary. Huge handwriting. Goddamn. I mean, yeah, Jeff. You don't spend money locking the doors. You know, it's hassle. Oh, we're in Massachusetts. Very fine. Oh yeah, this game's got a huge jack. But the thing is, I think it tried a lot of really interesting stuff. Again, there wasn't many games at this point. This was long before stuff like the walking sims became popular, right? And you spend a good whack at this game with no gun at all. Like, no way of defending yourself.
Robert, this had better be good. What's the beef?
Sorry, Jack. We had to call. This fellow will only talk to you. Name's Victor Holt.
Don't know any. Victor?
Victor.
He's the leader of this weird cult that moved in here a few months
What's the
back.
beef?
Got about 20 followers. They've been causing trouble all over town. Stealing, going through folks' trash, hanging around outside people's homes at all hours. No one ever presses charges, though. They're a screwy bunch. They've got the locals scared. So tonight, we were just passing, you know, doing the normal rounds, when we heard gunshots fired from their property.
Gunshots? Hang on there. No one said anything about gunshots. Who have we got out here?
Yeah, just me, Nichols, and a few new recruits.
Well, that's
Yeah, it's really
just
good in it,
great.
Fiki. I like that show a lot.
Lead the way, Robert. I better check out this crazy gang of yours.
Alright, nice. So... Oh god, the sensitivity on the mouse. Okay, let's sort that out, shall we?
Lewd.
Alright, one it is. Yeah, it's quite fish-eyed. It's got the FOV's like really restrictive. Hey, Sudsy! Fish people, look like people, taste like fish. Oh my god, that V-syncing. That is a spicy...
Hurry up, Jack.
Honestly, is that V-sync tearing or is that the resolution being weird at the bottom? Honestly, that's tearing. Now how do we fix that? I wonder. Probably not very easily. You can't see any tearing, can you not? Does it look okay for you guys? At the bottom of the screen? Does it look fine?
How you doing, kid?
Good, sir. Is it true what they say about you?
Depends on what they're saying.
That you've cracked cases where there was no evidence.
That's
You
called
shouldn't believe
fraud.
everything you hear.
What the fuck?
Right.
If you guys can't see it, I'll leave it. Fine.
Jack, Officer Nichols will brief you at the top. Be careful.
I think I probably need to lock the frame rate on this
Something
game.
must be
truthfully.
wrong. I think I saw him with Officer Armstrong. Just take it easy.
Evening, Jack. Glad you could join the freak show.
How's it looking, Henry?
I don't like this one bit, Jack. Check the alley on the right. Victor Holt's over there in the shadows. He's waiting for you.
Can we trust him?
Nope, but we've got you covered.
Can we trust that guy?
You better take
You
it
can actually
slowly,
see a guy
though.
in the window
They're
up there,
a bit twitchy.
like watching us.
Try to stay calm. You better hurry, Jack.
There's a guy up there. Guy up there. Alright.
He's on his way. For Christ's sake, Jack.
Oh dear God! Oh God, we've been shot at! Jesus Christ!
It's just a trash can. Nothing of
It's
interest.
just a trash can. When I get to the save point, I'm gonna try and like lock the.
Lewd.
I'm gonna try and lock the frame rate a little bit because that tearing is pretty extreme. At least on my side, anyway.
It looks like an eye, but the rest of the painting has no real shape.
Philip's been shot. Fuck. Oh, someone anonymously gives a Cthulhu a sub. Cthulhu for Tagan.
This blasphemous image makes me feel uneasy.
I'm surprised you can't see that on the preview image. Interesting.
A powerful painting of some cosmic horror.
Thank you, Anonymous, whoever that was. Thank you. Cthulhu can now spam lewds, which I'm sure he'd appreciate, being made out of tentacles. So there's a lot of interesting little hidden details, if I remember right, looking around here.
As I continue to translate the narcotic fragments, I become more and more eager to contact my Yithian masters. These beings truly are gods to us. Their intellect and knowledge surpasses ours in ways impossible to comprehend. I know now just how insignificant mankind is in the universe, a doomed and simple species thrown up as a side effect of an experiment by the elder things.
Perfectly normal bit of text.
It is a blessing that such flawed creatures as ourselves have such a short and limited future.
You've picked it, your first journal item. Yay.
The board has been used to illustrate a diagram.
That's a penis.
That's an unusual design.
The nice thing about this is Jack will comment on more or less
A
everything.
depiction of some alien creature.
That's a Yithian. Ratus! Ratus!
Lewd.
That is a fat fucking rat. Look at the size of that bad lad. He's huge! What have they been feeding him? He's a chunky boy.
It's an old stove.
Oh, thank goodness.
That one to the right.
Can't see shit, Cap.
It's too dark to be sure, but that rotting smell tells me these shelves are used for storing food.
Thank you very much, Swinging By. I appreciate the 9 months from you. Thank you very, very much.
That symbol's strange. Looks almost like a flaming eye. I should take a closer look.
Thank you very, very much, Swinging By. I really appreciate it. Anonymous Gift has given Jack Walter the sub. Both Fufu and Jack can now spam lewds, which is, again, appropriate, I find.
Die, you pathetic bastard!
An old grandfather clock.
Jack's just casually, like, describing the plays. Right, I'm going to save this quickly. I'm going to attempt to get the command prompt up. Without making the game shit itself. We shall see how well this goes. Okay. That's fine. It might crash. That's why I'm a little bit wary, but... Yep. It's gone. There we go. That's alright, I kind of expected as much. So what I want to do is quickly go to the NVIDIA control panel, and I'm going to force VSync probably on that, I reckons. So give me 2 secs before we do. To be fair, that crashed because I forced it to close, kind of, by tabbing out. Like, old games like this that were meant to run at, like, 800 by 600, like, when you start tabbing out, they're just like, nope. Right, manage 3D settings. Program settings. Right, let's see if I can find it in a minute. What are the chances that Call of Cthulhu is now in my... Wow. What are the chances? It's not in there. Right, let me add Fufu in there a second then. I'm glad you guys can't see it, but I'm worried that it's running at like 10 billion FPS and that my poor graphics card is going to have a bad time. So I just want to make sure I limit it before we have any shenanigans. Everyone loves anime girls. It's a true story. Would you like to browse? Yes, please. Where did I put it? Games, GOG. Call of Cthulhu. What's under? Engine. There it is. Win32.exe. Disgusting. Let's see. Vertical sync fast. Let's just do on. And then max frame rate on at 60. I think we need to force this. All right, we'll try. Oh, I see. Do we have a fucking falling out about it? Do you want to try again? Max frame rate. Try again. On 60. Okay. VSync on. Apply. Right. Let's try that. See if that makes. Okay. What I might do is move the control panel over here. I can frig with it if I need to. There we go. Can you all see that still? You can? Excellent. I kind of miss these warning signs that like old horror games used to chuck up. I guess it's the equivalent of oh, thank fuck, that's so much better. Holy shit. Oh, thank God for that. Alright. Cool. It's not quite smooth, but it's much more pleasant to play.
It's locked.
It's locked.
Kill them all!
Someone's gurgling over there.
It won't open.
Jammed. Someone's gurgling. He seems alright.
At last!
Empty ammo boxes and spent shells. Nothing useful.
Hey guys.
They seem to recognize me. I don't get it.
It's locked. Oh my god, there's people literally called It's Locked Cthulhu and Jack Walters. I fucking love it. Who's the massive meme lord?
Don't shoot. I'm unarmed.
Ah. We've been expecting you, Mr. Bob.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Damn. He recognized me. And it sounded like he was going to get on the level with what's going on in this joint.
So the sanity system comes into play. As you've probably noticed, this game has no UI. Guys, chill the fuck out, man.
I better keep my distance from the window, or I'll end up with this nut job.
Thank you again, anonymous gifter. That's 3 you've done now. Thank you. That's very kind for the support as well as the memes.
He's dead. Looks like a bad case of lead poisoning.
Oh.
A key. Could come in handy.
To the boiler room? To the... Ah! Picked up an inventory item. Thank you. So some of this game is designed that everything looks a little bit off, as you probably noticed, like the carpet being slightly skewed and stuff. It's interesting.
It's locked.
We have the key.
It's the wrong key.
Oh, fuck.
It's unlocked.
Oh, thank God. A possible Silent Hill game leak. From what I've seen, it looks relatively interesting. There's 2. There's supposed to be a remake from Bloober, as well as a brand new
Nothing
type
of
one.
interest.
These are pictures of me. These are all pictures of me. Sometimes it's the same picture of me in slightly different poses. Disturbing. They've been watching me.
What the hell is going on? It seems they've been tracking my movements.
Day 13. Leave home, arrive at station, leave station, lunch, go to bank, back to station, follow suspect, stakeout, gone home.
The fire's still burning.
Well, kind of.
Another key. This should fit the door across the hall. I don't understand. I mean, all of these photos. All of them.
Jack's having a bad day.
It must be some kind of mistake. Why would they want me here? It must be an old case. Something I've forgotten. Some screwball with a grudge, maybe. Think. I've gotta think.
I like that Jack's, like, I don't know, mind voice, if you like, inner voice, is relatively calm. Like, I guess because he's not talking out loud, he's just, you know, he's just thinking it. Like, he's not going like, but you can actually hear him hyperventilate and stuff for real, which is kind of a nice touch. Yeah, exactly.
It's unlocked.
It's a really good introduction, actually, where everything's not quite right. You can see already Jack's because there's no HUD at all for this game. There's no HUD. We will never have one. There's no ammo indicator.
Eye, but the rest of the painting has no real shape. There are definitely some strange sounds coming from this side of the room.
Now this is where it's going to crash if it's going to break. Let's check over here.
It appears to be a private study area.
Eldritch
It
Sexton
appears to be the drawer.
So we've got a collection of general evidence. Enlightened or duped, inside Boston's strangest church. Those of our readers who live near its headquarters, an ordinary-looking Boston residence, will need no introduction to the Fellowship of Yith, or whatever the cult's name is. For those who have not encountered the mysterious semi-religious group before, a few words of explanation are necessary. Since our country's founding upon the basis of religious freedom, its shores have been home to many small religious groups outside the mainstream. No small number are headquartered in the states of New England, where the Pilgrims themselves sought a new world free of religious persecution. Yeah, Britain was like, yeah, you guys are pretty fucking weird. Maybe you should go. And they're like, yeah, I guess. We'll just go across the ocean. I'm like, yeah. We might want it back in a bit, though, that country across the ocean. I'm like, nah, it's fine. Yeah, the fellas who yiff, it's furries. But the question must be asked, at what point does a religion become a cult and its trusting adherents, not to mention its blameless neighbours, become victims? That is the question the journal poses in regards to the fellowships of Yiffing. In a month-long investigation, our intrepid reporters have diligently sought out the truth behind this so-called church. Its origins are somewhat mysterious, the more so since our group's leaders declined to be interviewed, or to assist our investigation in any way. However, it seems that the Fellowship was founded more than 20 years ago by one Victor Holt, based on a revelation he'd received from beyond the confines of the world. Holt has not been seen for almost 6 years. His followers apparently believe he is communing with the mysterious powers behind his faith, and he is shortly to return with new insights and teachings. All this sounds like a harmless, if eccentric, spiritual group, a little different from many others. However, those who make their homes near to the Fellowship's headquarters tell a different, more sinister story. The adherents of this obscure sect are to be found loitering in street corners, casting menacing glances at their innocuous neighbours, and frequently engaging in acts of petty crime, which the local police seem powerless to prevent or redress. Strange lights have been observed burning in the windows of the old house at all hours of the day and night. They change colour unpredictably and cast weird, unintelligible shadows. Even more disturbing are the noises which have been heard to issue from within the mysterious building. They include chanting, unearthly music, and worst of all, screams like those of lost souls in agony. Many of the sect's neighbours are convinced that its services include human sacrifice or similar atrocities. Those few who dared complain to the police were told that because the house is private property, and because there is no concrete evidence of any wrongdoing, the most they can do is file a noise complaint. And the horrors of Salem being reenacted in the city, more than 2 centuries on, is this Fellowship of Yith engaging in unspeakable and criminal acts of worship involving torture and sacrifice? Why is nothing being done to ease the fears and distress that would cause the local community? A source from within the police department, speaking on the condition of anonymity, tells the Globe that the Fellowship is suspected of involvement in a number of local crimes, but so far the lack of evidence and the reluctance of nervous witnesses to come forward have thwarted any official investigation. Very well, we say. Where the police cannot, or will not, investigate, the Globe shall continue to act in the interests of Boston citizens, fearlessly exposing the truth about this so-called church and its followers. Our findings will be published in these pages over the following months, so that all may know the truth. Editor's note. It is with great sorrow that the Globe announces the death of reporter Howard Aylstone, who was leading the paper's investigation into the Fellowship of Yig, when apparently he drowned in the Boston Harbor. The coroner has ruled his death a suicide. Our condolences go out to his family. Different thing there.
Holds an ancient manuscript. The symbols on the front seem to be written in classical Greek. It appears to be a private study area.
That's what it appears to be.
Shit. That did not sound good.
Time for Gribbles. We love the Gribbles. A bit locked down.
Well,
Sorry,
that's
Jack.
just swell.
Don't panic. It's all fine. It might just be a regular Eldritch Sex dungeon.
He's dead. The beam must have fallen and crushed his skull.
That's kind of unfortunate. Hey, Valley. Thank you, swinging by. Thank you.
Medical charts on the human anatomy.
By the way, for extra fun, S is look and X is read, if you like, or action. So you can't walk backwards with S. You have to use X. It's weird.
This
But
sink would be used for scrubbing up.
Jack is having the bad times.
Dead bodies, and plenty of them. Something dreadful has been going on down here. From the markings, he must have been one of their own. I wonder if he volunteered. They must have been trying to preserve the bodies.
I thought this was quite disturbing.
In all my time on the job,
Rebind, not in this
I've
one. I think.
never seen anything like this before.
Oh, it's the ketchup and mustard again.
Seems like these cabinets are used for storing chemicals and medical equipment.
Looks normal. Definitely human technology.
Good God! What the hell is all this?
Well, at least his organs are being kept all, alive.
This pipe must drain the waste from his intestines. Looks like his brain. I wonder what those wires are for.
For brain-related things.
Looks like his kidneys. They're moving around in all that liquid.
Nope, nothing of interest.
No, the dials are fine. Everything else is fucked, but the dials are weird, man.
I've never seen equipment like this before.
It's probably fine.
His beating heart. The contraption above seems to be controlling his breathing. Looks like his stomach.
Beep.
Oh, shit!
Oops.
There's no power.
I think he's fine.
At least he's out of his misery.
Yeah, I mean, it probably did him a favor. Ooh.
The crystal's still warm.
Yoink. Luckily, Jack's not
This
having any
tunnel
sanity
feels like
issues.
it's gonna collapse at any moment.
Nah, it'll be fine. You find this under a house in Boston, you're probably gonna have a bad day, I think. Hey, Colin.
There's no power.
Fuck. Well, lucky I stole me a crystal off a dead guy.
It looks like something's been removed from it.
Warm crystal. Eat.
Ah! It's too hot to pick up.
Fuck. Well, I mean, we should have probably gone out for backup, but fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, Colin. We know what to do now. It's definitely tricky. Definitely tricky. It was quite hard to get, but we know how to do it now at least. Hey, dude. Dudes. Hey, Van. It's a great race of youth. Yeah, they're doing alright. It's the mostly okay race of youth. You know, I wouldn't call them great. That's fine.
Oh my double trigger.
Cheers, right, Yiffy
It's
Masters.
been more than 6 years
Hooray for yiffing!
since I entered that
Wait.
strange house in Boston.
Thank you, Jeff.
But to me,
Thank you very
it
much.
was
That's really
just
kind.
5 months ago. Amnesia, the doctors called it. Probably brought on by acute mental stress.
Yes, Molotov that has now, yeah.
I remember investigating the far side of the library.
Lewd.
There was screaming.
Was it screaming? It was probably fine.
According to the police report, they had searched the house for hours, only to find me later collapsed on the floor.
Just started, Dunkloff. Yeah, just started. We just done the tutorial opening bit.
When my eyes opened and I spoke, my colleagues recoiled in fear. There was something unnatural in my voice and blank gaze.
Jack
They
smokes a
committed
lot.
me to Arkham Asylum, where I was diagnosed with severe schizophrenia. As it became clear that I presented no danger to either myself or others, I was released from the asylum's care. I have learned little of my activities in the 6 years that followed. The accounts I've been able to piece together show much of my time was spent in travel and study. I maintained a fanatical infatuation with the occult, delving deep into volumes concerning witch cults
Yeah,
and
thank you
dark
very, very
legends,
much, Jeff. That was really kind
often
of you,
in
dude.
languages
Thank you.
unfamiliar to my own. When I reawakened 5 months ago, exactly 6 years after entering that house in Boston, no trace was left of what had been a secondary personality. I was myself again, or at least what I believed myself to
Do you know
be.
this really holds up graphically? I
Return
think?
to normal
Looks
life
nice.
has been a painful process. In recent days,
Yeah, the
my
Ithians
dreams
are
have
pretty
been
chill, yeah.
plagued by
as it
cosmic
goes.
landscapes, and I've become fearful of my own reflection. I am beginning to remember things from that day, more than 6 years past, that I have told no one else.
Look, he's drawing Yiffians on his little pad. Hey, Havoc.
Jack Walters.
Hello, Mr. Walters. My name's Arthur Anderson. I need your help finding a missing person.
I don't take that kind of job.
What?
Did you get my package?
Yeah, you do. It's on your fucking message
hold
board.
on.
You liar. There's literally a load of newspaper clippings about it. The character models are kind of uncanny, I find, and I think that's probably on purpose. Oh, sack of wands. A key.
What exactly do you want from me, Mr. Anderson?
I love the old phone.
It's one of my store managers, you see. Brian's
Yes.
his name. Brian Burnham. Nice lad. He disappeared recently from the First National Grocery Store in Innsmouth.
Innsmouth? Never heard of it.
Innsmouth. Sounds alright.
It's a small fishing town on the coast, not far from Arkham. I'd like to see you in person before you leave.
Hold on there a minute. I didn't agree to take this what the hell? I'll be here all day anyway.
I love that. It's just like, ah, fuck it. Why not? Did this game have a bit of a trouble with production? Oh yeah, it got mangled in production real bad. I mean, I think when the game finally released, the company was dead that made it. February the 6th, 1922. Night. I have a new client, Mr. Arthur Anderson, the regional manager of the first national grocery store chain. It appears the first national grocery in Innsmouth that was recently burglarized, and its manager, one Brian Burnham, is missing. For no one else to gather, Burnham is something of a young rogue, a friend of the family. Mr. Anderson gave him the job as a favour. Burnham is looking like the prime suspect for the robbery. There's a few things to me that don't add up. Not to Anderson, and not to me. For instance, why would Burnham force an entry into the store when he had a full set of keys, free access to the cash register, and the combination to the back office safe? To misdirect any investigation? If that was his plan, why did he disappear? Following my conversation with Mr. Anderson, I found out what I found out what I could about the ancient town of Innsmouth. For generations, the crumbling seaport and its people have been shunned by neighbouring communities. Outsiders are unwelcome there, and there are superstitious tales of strange elements to the town's oldest families. They are of mixed blood, so the stories go, whatever that's supposed to mean. The usual hick town prejudice, no doubt. Maybe Innsmouth, yeah? Or Innsmouth, yeah. Muff. Hey, Pumpkin. The original launch had numerous broke segments. Yeah, I mean, on PC, I've still got the original PC disc. I've still got my original disc for this. And even installing that on a Windows XP machine could be a little bit squiffy at points. And it was built for that. After making a brief visit to Innsmouth, my client came away distrustful of the local authorities. He isn't buying their line that Burnham robbed the place and wants to know what happened to him. Only one bus goes to Innsmouth, and tomorrow afternoon I'll be on it. Feels good to have a purpose after 5 months of trying to break through my amnesia. I always feel a little apprehensive. Maybe it's because of the wild stories about the town, or maybe because I just haven't had a case in so long. We're not going to get a chance to probably read these, are we? I did not expect the reader to believe what I'm about to relate. Any sane mind would reject such a... It's fine. I don't want it anyway. The OG disc is worth a pretty penny. Maybe, potentially. Yeah. I've got lots of, like, old games kicking around that I've kept nice over the years.
Driver,
I've got my original Penumbra kicking around somewhere. It came in like a weird cardboard. It's all independent. I think they pressed it themselves.
Why lock the gates?
Keeps out wanderers looking for work. We don't want those folks like that interfering with our affairs.
I love the shitty bus.
Is the bus from Arkham always this empty?
Aye, and we prefers it that way. Not many come to Innsmouth.
But what about trade? Surely the port needs business.
Innsmouth has the means to look after her own.
Wings reference. Is that Duke Nukem? Fine, man. I've got balls of steel. I've got my Silent Hill 3 PC version still, which is nice. I actually used that when we streamed it, I think, to install it.
This is it, stranger. End of the line.
What? Literally or metaphorically? Or both? So what would this be? 1921, is it? 1922, wasn't it? Yeah. It's kind of amazing that Innsmouth actually has a motorized bus. Really, all things considered. Hello, Mr. Sergeant.
Could you direct me to the first national grocery store? I hear they have a shop in town.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, well, you see, I'm looking for a young lad called Brian Burnham. I'm a friend of the family. He worked in the store.
Don't know who you're talking about, fella.
Well, that's unusual. Ah! Hello?
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't help you.
Oh, well. Well, at least no one's hitting me actively. So it's, I've got a nicer welcome than in Pathologic, I guess, so... It's a nice looking place. Excuse me, sir?
Do you know the Burnham lad?
Sir?
He worked...
Please, stop bothering me, stranger.
Well, there's the grocery store. Well, let's check in.
Outsiders coming, snooping around where they ain't wanted.
You got fucking something to say to me, Joe? You got something to say to me, Joe? Yeah? Yeah? Boo! Yeah, that's what I thought. There's so many little details in this I think are really nice.
A small wooden clock.
Delicious. saving. If you're installed a decade-old version of NVIDIA and scuppered the frame rate, things like Vanquish and a Gundam really, that's actually pretty funny. Hey, Winterby. Hey, peeps. Anyone who's dropped in, I haven't said hello to rudely. Hope everyone's alright. Excuse me. Hello?
Evening.
Evening.
Hi.
The name's Jack Walters. I'm just visiting.
You don't say, sir. Gilman. Charlie Gilman. I run this here hotel of an evening.
Sounds
you got
good.
any rooms?
Mr. Gilman?
I'd not rightly know that for sure. All habits cleaning rooms at present. Them's from out of town can leave a horrid mess.
Oh, well, sorry to hear that. I guess I'll come back
Talking
later.
to this fellow's getting me nowhere, and he's more than a touch creepy. If I need a room and I'm desperate, then I'll come back.
He's got some pretty gnarly looking hands and something growing on his neck. Oh well, might as well get on with the job, I suppose. Let's go to the First National. The Innsmouth Poorhouse?
The sign says, Innsmouth Poorhouse, in memory of Lady Warrens.
That's, you know, a variety store. Evening, sir.
Excuse me, Constable. Jack Walters.
Robes. Alien robes. What do you want?
Could you help out a stranger to this fine port?
Are you being funny?
No, not at all. I'm after directions to the First National. I hear they have a store in town.
Innsmouth don't take too kindly to them from out of town. Get lost, stranger.
Oh, well. I didn't expect a warm welcome, but you know.
That fellow was just stringing me along. It's locked.
Oh.
It must lead to the back of the variety store.
The Gilman Hotel. It's quite a big hotel, really. Well, this looks like a nice place. The Esoteric Order of Dagon.
Seems this grandiose structure is the Esoteric Order of Dagon. It won't open.
Upsetting. Interesting, there's a lot of hidden things in these early chapters as well that you can spot if you look in the right places. Excuse me,
I'm
sir.
looking for Brian Burnham.
I never heard of no Burnham.
Oh, no. It's unfortunate. Well, there's the store. It says don't cross, but...
It's the First National Grocery Store.
It is. Some really dark alleyways in this place. I'll keep the brightness down for now, unless it's too dark. I think the darkness sort of adds to it, you know. It's not supposed to be particularly well lit. As long as you guys can see well enough, I think. We're here to look for a missing grocery store employee. That we are. It's upsetting. Sorry, Jack. Chill out, dude. Sorry, it's alright. As long as we don't see anything spooky as we're, you know, looking around.
The window looks into some old passageway.
Might have actually missed. There's something you can see in that window as well. Ah, a normal human. Thank goodness. Hello.
Evening. The name's Jack Walters. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Miss will do for now. Welcome to Innsmouth, Mr. Walters.
Thanks, I think.
Take my advice.
Exactly, yeah,
Do what
exactly.
you must and then leave. Tonight. This port does not cater well to visitors.
Really?
While I appreciate your concern, miss, I can handle lousy hospitality.
Very well, Mr. Walters.
Marsh refinery that way.
This doll seems more open than some folks around these parts, but she isn't going to talk to me right now. It won't open.
Well, I guess we should go where we're actually supposed to be going, which is the store. That does sound like Jennifer Hill, doesn't it?
Do you know the Burnham lad?
Excuse me, sir?
He worked...
Can't say I noticed what you're saying, stranger.
Well, that's, unfortunate. This game really gets the atmosphere down, I think, pretty hard. We can go in here, but I don't think there's any reason to go in here yet, actually. I don't think so. I think we come back, I think. Because we get something extra later if we do. It's just sort of normal, everyday sort of screaming going on, I think. It's fine. The best thing is that people in town watch you as well. Like, it's another creepy sort of aspect of it. It's, you go past and they sort of like, they turn their heads and sort of keep an eye on you. Be cautious when sneaking past enemies. To avoid detection, keep in cover whenever possible, stick to the shadows and move slowly. So we can, of course, crouch. Oh. Hello, sir.
You can't come down there.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
The police clearly don't want me snooping around. I need to be more careful.
Piss. I saw that video you sent me yesterday, Pumpkin, of the NPC guy. You can move like extra slowly. You can like hold your breath when people go past and like go super sneaky. I'm extremely good at stealth. What are you chatting about? He should come past this way again. Nice.
It's unlocked.
Fucking sneaky. Objects can be pushed, left a scratch mark on the floor. Do you remember to move the object if the door the passage next to is open? Yeah. Juice my head. That is a nice round number. Yeah, good luck getting there, mate.
Assorted paperwork, but nothing of any real interest.
Alright. Let's get our investigation going. Watch out for medical boxes. They contain all the treatments you need. Yoink. Oh, I better get around.
It looks like I need some sort of lifting handle to get it open.
Sounds reasonable. Let's look around then. So this is where it was broken into.
The glass has been broken, and there's scratch marks on the wood. Strange. These posters are everywhere.
I mean, it's a fairly normal looking, looking place, isn't it? Wild cherry tonic, something about cocoa, Lucky 7 cigarettes. You hear them walking around outside. Cans.
It won't open.
Lewd.
Hey, KB. Thank you very much.
The till's empty.
If this was Hunt Showdown, that'd be $50 Hunt dollars. But it's not. Rip. Thank you, KB. Appreciate the 27, dude.
Looks like the door was forced open, and there's scratch marks on the wood.
Good to have you here. Why the scratch on the inside yet it's broken from the outside?
These
Dude.
scratch marks look like they were made by some kind of animal. Strange.
That is kind of strange. This game has a really long burn, actually, for the first bit. Store of the Year? Nice.
A Store of the Year poster. Huh. It seems Brian had a lot of pride in the store.
Good work, Brian.
The store appears to have been doing quite well under Brian.
I guess the locals kind of liked it after all.
There's a bottle of bootleg rum and a wooden handle.
Fucking nice.
A typewriter. Invoices and receipts. Nothing of interest.
That's fine. I guess we all, no. Ooh. We got company. So we better use the, let's get the fuck out of here. Quickly does it before we get caught. God damn it. Fucking ladders, man.
Whoever's down there, you can rock.
Well, that's not very nice. I guess it saves on paperwork. Well.
The ladders and stairs have collapsed. I'll never get back up.
Never's a strong word, Jack. Oh, shit. Ooh, got us one of them reedy books. Oh, the Arkham the Advertiser. I suppose we haven't read this yet either. Thieves have robbed the first national grocery store in Innsmouth, breaking down the door and forcing open the cash register. The newly appointed manager, Mr. Brian Burnham, has been missing since shortly before the robbery. This is a very disturbing turn of events, says Mr. Arthur Anderson, First National's regional manager from his Arkham office. This branch only recently opened, and First National's grocery had high hopes of its success, given the general lack of modern stores and amenities back in Innsmouth. The robbery is a definite setback, and more worrying is the fact that the branch manager remains unaccounted for. Innsmouth authorities could not be reached for comment. Well, I agree with the locals. This is the diary of Brian Burnham, sorry. Well, I agree with the locals on one thing. I shouldn't be stuck in this miserable excuse for a town. I can see why nobody comes here, that's for sure. Another slow day at the store. At first I thought it was because people weren't staying away because the First National isn't local. But I haven't seen anyone going to any of the other stores either. Come to that, I haven't seen any of the other stores open for business. This place is deader than dead. Still, it won't be long before I'm out of here, before we're both out of here. She's the one good thing about Innsmouth. We'll bust open Old Man Waite's safe, take a car, and it's New York City. Bright lights, nightlife, everything. I'll show her all of it.
It looks like a diary. It's gotta have some clues.
Yoink.
Assorted foodstuffs. Nothing useful.
I love you got a bit of a clue when you do here, but we don't need clues. We just shove with our head. You can get the advantage of this. So, depending on what's injured, you click on Jack, and his ugly mug shows up, and then you can heal various parts of the body, which is actually really cool. I saw someone recently describe this game, not that long ago, I think, which was, it feels like a mixture of games. There's an adventure game in there, there's a survival game in here, a horror game in here, and a shooting game in here. And none of them are particularly well developed. And I think that's probably the kindest thing you can say. Like, there's so many different variety of things that could have been fleshed out upon, but not really. BRB 2 seconds, so I get a drink. Did I play the modern Call of Cthulhu game? I did. I even did a video of it on the channel. Shit, did I do a Let's Play on it, or did I stream it? I forget which way around it was. I did it, though. The modern Call of Cthulhu. This one is far, far better than that one. The modern Call of Cthulhu game had some interesting ideas, for sure. Like, it had, it had, like, the actual RPG system, but they botched it by making it, like, random whether the rolls would succeed, and it made it really messy. But the Sinking City was the other modern one, which was really good, actually. That was really, really good. like thoroughly impressed.
The walls collapsed. It must have already been badly damaged on one side.
There's a skeleton.
The cellar's filled with human remains.
Well, that's not good.
These people must have died a long time ago. There must have been a fire down here.
Oh, that's not ideal. Oh, nice. This place looks alright. It's a dark room.
There are some issues of the Innsmouth Courier lying here, and they're dated 1846.
Yoink. Well, it'd be rude not to have a look, right? Innsmouth Patrician arrested. Tales of Heathen Ceremonies by John Lawrence, editor. Obed Marsh, the head of Innsmouth's wealthy and influential Marsh family, now sits in the city jail because of devil worship and other unspeakable practices. The whole community is left in a state of shock by the horrifying revelations that accompanied the arrest. Readers will no doubt be aware of the deep reservations expressed by the Courier's editorship and other decent citizens concerning the esoteric Order of Dagon, which was founded by Captain Marsh after his return from the South Seas, and is said to be based upon a primitive religion he encountered among the uneducated natives of certain distant Pacific islands. The captain's arrest seemed to lend strength to those suspicions, and a full investigation is expected to unearth more. As an avid player of the Call of Cthulhu tabletop, you did not satisfy either fan base of that game. Yeah, it was just a mess. That was the problem. It was just a mess. Wasn't it Sinking City that the publisher had basically stole it? Yeah, they did, yeah. Well, allegedly. Yeah, I better
Old
say.
photos of Innsmouth.
Until it's
Most of
settled
them
in
have
court,
faded
but yeah.
beyond recognition.
That's what I think Frog Dice are accusing the publisher of doing. Oh, was it Frogware? Sorry, Frog Dice is the other one, right? Yeah.
Old photos of Innsmouth. Most of them have faded beyond recognition.
Oh. Ooh, ammo. Watch out for ammo pickups. Ammo will always carry across to the next chapter, but when the quantity you can carry of each weapon is capped. The interface shows the total round you're carrying. Neat. Oh, we're at the printing press.
The old printing press appears to have been sabotaged.
I think you can get it from their website, I think, if I remember correctly. Honestly, the Sinking City is really good. I think I had it on Epic Game Store. I got it on originally.
Nothing of interest.
Man, look at the texture res on these fucking cans. Yeah, baby!
It won't budge.
It's jammed.
General notices. They're all dated 1846. General notices. They're all dated 1846.
Utterly horrifying.
Holy shit!
I love that that's what Jack's like, Jesus. Oh, they're fucking dead.
Ah, from the stench in here, this noose broad must have kicked it a few months back. The poor woman must have taken her own life.
Yeesh. Hey, Noble.
Nothing of interest. Nothing of interest here.
Alright, well, let's go for the other door. One that doesn't have hung lady. Some doors you can have a bolt on one side. This is very important. Learning how to bolt and unbolt these doors quickly is an important... Oh, it's hanged, isn't it? You're right, yeah, not hung. Sorry. You're quite right. Hey, Mars.
The delivery truck for the Innsmouth Courier.
Oh, Jesus.
Do I know you?
Lucas Mackey. Sorry to startle you. Innsmouth doesn't get a lot of visitors. New names spread fast.
Yeah, it's been alright, Noble.
What are you doing in town, Jack? Hear about the missing Burnham boy?
Not bad. I'm a private detective. My client's a friend of the Burnhams.
Seen the latest press from Arkham? Your boy's been quite busy.
Busy. Poisonly.
What about you, Mackie? You're obviously not a local.
He does everything
What's
else
your
a bit like
business in
HP.
town?
True enough, Jack. Nothing too exciting, I'm sorry to say. I'm a government factory inspector.
Lewd.
They posted me in this rotten hole to check over the old Marsh refinery. Speaking of which, I've got an appointment with the manager, Jacob Marsh.
Okay, maybe I'll catch you later.
So, there's a couple of things, Drake. What version of the game are you using? GOG one just seems to run. If you're using the older version, what you need to do... this is how I got it working previously on a Windows... This was Windows 7, but it should work for 10. This was a few years back. If you go into the the task manager, you right-click the Call of Cthulhu... you right-click the Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth exe, and then you want to set the affinity to high, and then you set the amount of threads or cores it's using to 3. I believe it's 3, and that should get past the ladder crash in the opening chapter. If it still works.
That's the first friendly face I've seen in this damn town. But I've been in this business long enough to know he's hiding something.
Hello? Alright, so... Yeah, but that should get it working, Drake, in theory. The GOG version just works as well. Like, I was half expecting, I did some setup earlier, I had my control panel open, I had my task manager open ready to do it, didn't need it in the end. And honestly, the GOG version is like £3. It's probably worth the £3 to have less hassle. Because running on less cores and less threads obviously makes it run worse, so just something to be aware of.
It won't budge.
Jammed. I'll sneak out. Outsider. Thank you, Wombat. Thank you for the biddies.
You better keep your trap shut.
I won't tell him anything.
John. Appears to be something watching me. It's an upsetting thought. The locket's great. It made perfect sense to go for the locket. I wonder if we can see anything yet. I'll look around. There's a few hidden things, again, in town that you can spot. I wonder if we can see anything yet. Is it yet? We got some booze, so now we can actually go this way. This man's looking in a bin. Right, mate?
Do you know the Burnham lad? He worked in the First National.
Please stop bothering me, stranger.
The Second City came out. It's all you could buy it and it all worked and it was all good. But they had some trouble with their publisher. No, it's all finished. Like Sinking City is complete and finished. Hello, sir.
Huh? Who's that there? Oh, can you spare a few pennies, young mister?
I actually streamed the entire thing.
I can give you something for your generosity.
Who are you?
Zadok. That be my name. Though too few years it now. Zadok Allen.
For those Americans, is Zadok a real
Brian
name?
Burnham?
Like, is that
Just
like a common old name, or
We're
or a
door
name
to store. He's gone. Killed, I reckon.
Killed? What makes you think that?
Them's from out of town running
Which game was
a
it? You want a
store.
fishy? That was Sinking City.
Taking business from the Order of Dagon. They'd not accept that.
What else can you tell me about this port?
You just bring old Zadok a bottle of something nice, and old Zadok will fill your ears.
Is it too loud? Because I want the game intentionally reasonably loud to hear like the other stuff.
If you pardon my asking, have you lived here in this port all your life?
Last 37 years in old lady Warren's house. Before that, over by fishing cannery. Cannery.
Old Lady Warren's? You live in the town poorhouse?
Go and fetch me a bottle of something to wet old Zadok's whistle, and I'll tell you all.
I'm a bit quiet in the game dialogue. Alright, well I'm going to be trying not to talk over the game anyway, if I can avoid it, so hopefully we'll be fine. If necessary, I will turn it down, but I'll need to do it at... Do you want me to turn it down like a smidge on all things then? If I do it here... do I not have... I don't have audio options. Oh no, I do here. If I turn everything down by 1, that might make it a little bit more doable.
As the lights of the...
Lewd.
There you go, mate. Have some rum. Hey, Dose. Thanks for that, dude.
Why, you're uncommonly kind, young feller.
Oh, interesting.
Here'll be a little something in gratitude that might help you in your search.
No, it didn't even need to be a delivery guy. We got the booze already. We stole it from the shop. Yeah, Sinking City had... I really like Sinking City overall. I think it had its problems, but I really,
now
really liked it.
Now you be calling me crazy. Like them that's there rumouring in Ankrum and Ipswich. But old Zadok's seen all manner of wicked things since before you was born. Old Captain Obed, where it all began.
I really like this, by the way.
Telling desperate folks they'd ordered.
He just seems like a drunk, right? Just...
Them's that answer their prayers.
Guys just drinks too much, end up in a bit of a state.
Didn't the Christian folk of Innsmouth object to such blasphemy?
Aye, they did. It were around 46 that many folks in town were done with Obed and his ways. And all that wild preaching and too many missing, you see.
I really want that. I need to look at that.
A party of good folk followed Captain Obed's crowd out to the reef. Shots were fired. Next day, Obed and 30 of his followers were in jail.
Oh no.
And for weeks all were quiet. Till that artful night of 46. Them's out outside reckoned out it being a riot. But I'd seen them. Swarms of them.
Look, old man. I don't have time to listen to these fishing tales.
Oh, was a massacre. The jail thrown open. Mounds of the dead and the dying. Shooting and screaming and shouting all across the town square. Come morning, the mess was cleaned up. Old Obed and his family takes charge, they did. Folks were told to keep shy of strangers if we were knowing what was good for us.
Zadok, who did all this? Who did all...
Said the old captain was now deeper in debt to his heathen gods. They were hankering for more than just sacrificing. Obed told folks...
Yeah, I bet the voice actors haven't fun with this one.
Oaths of Dagon.
The Oaths of Dagon?
What the hell are these oaths?
You just asked old Wes about Oaths of Dagon. Aye, he take the third oath. Just head over to his hole in the Dark Street. Then you'll see. For definite.
He's given me a key to the town poorhouse. It could come in handy.
Ah, thank you, sir. Well, I guess I'll go do that. The interesting thing is, obviously, something the Jack doesn't know yet, but we do. Zadok doesn't drink because he's just he just had a bit of a bad time. Zadok drinks because he knows what happened and he knows what's going on in town. It's a sanity thing, I'm pretty sure. Like, to cope with the nightmarish reality that Zadok's part of.
Mr. Walters, I must speak with you.
It's Jack. And just hold on there a minute, sweetheart. Are you gonna even tell me your name?
Lewd.
My name's Rebecca Lawrence.
Hi, Rebecca.
And unless you want to join Innsmouth's long list of missing, I'd urge you to follow me.
Missing, huh? Like Burnham?
Of that, I'm not sure. You'd be better off asking the Billingham's daughter, Ruth. She was dating Brian.
What? Who's Ruth?
Fucking Ruth.
Quickly, you have to follow me. It's not wise to be seen talking to outsiders.
So it's interesting, an interesting note as well that obviously she has a very prominent cross.
Innsmouth is
on
a
her choker.
strange place. There are things that have no business being here. Foul, reeking things.
Strange. Trust me, I'm good with strange.
That remains to be seen, but I can help you. My father discovered this strange sign while studying an old manuscript. It seems to ward off the more unusual elements in Innsmouth. Whenever you find one, you can use it to find a moment of sanctuary.
I kind of like this. It keeps
I must leave before we're seen together.
It keeps it in story, but also is telling you a tutorial hint.
I've seen that eye-like symbol somewhere before, but never surrounded by a star.
The Elder Sign. So these Elder Signs are a little bit different. These will ward off, mythos creatures. Seems we're being watched from up there. Anyone watching us? Sneaky, sneaky. The shrug off on the roof would be deeply upsetting. What I actually like is that Jack is a pretty normal dude when it comes to his sanity, I guess, which is quite fun. Like some of these like some of the Lovecraft games, the protagonist can take an awful amount of like sanity punishment and be fine. Like on the harder difficulty settings, Jack takes very, very little. Actually, you have to be quite careful about what you look at. On normal, it's pretty forgiving, but like Jack generally has quite a bad time very quickly if you're not careful. Which again, I always thought was a nice touch, personally.
It's unlocked.
It's unlocked. Hey, Tine. How you doing? You feeling any better? Fingers crossed it doesn't crash. Please don't crash. Okay. Fun fact, when I was doing the LP, that would take about 60 seconds. What's crazy is that this is probably the best I've ever seen the game looking, and if anyone's been following my channel and only seen it from my channel, this is probably the best you've ever seen it as well. Like obviously the LP was...
If I see you without fire, I'll report your...
Wait, what?
Oh, I see nothing!
Excuse me? What the fuck? That's rude. Madam, you're not gonna let that gentleman intimidate you?
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
I can't be seen talking to you.
Well, what if I just...
have a strange feeling I'm being watched.
I think we are being watched. What the fuck are you doing? What's up, saying? I'll get out here.
It won't open.
Jammed. Still safe, but a bit better. Oh, I'm glad you're getting on the mend, though. This not. You used to watch the Heartless players. Oh yeah, you mentioned the Heartless before. Have they resurfaced, or are they still sort of retired?
It won't budge.
This is a classic of horror. This one as well.
It won't open.
What's that, Fiki? Is it possibly just Isn't it possibly just Austin stuff? If you have a loaded gun. Yes. Yes. That's one of the sanity effects. It doesn't happen very often on normal, but it can happen on... I think there's a chance every time you reload that instead of reloading, Jack just goes, nope. Hello.
Do you need any help?
Oh, hey.
This town's deserted. Where is everybody?
If you don't like it, just turn around and leave.
Well,
it's
yeah,
the entrance to the town poorhouse.
I guess I'll just, you know, explore. What are you looking at, old dude? Sitting outside the windows?
Since old Lady Warren's passed away, the food is rotten, but we'll die soon enough.
My dude, did you see that?
What are you looking at there, old-timer?
Nothing. I'm just looking. What you doing in old Warren's house, young feller? This hole is for the broke and the dying.
I'm trying to find Dock Street.
It's out back of the house. Everything in Innsmouth is rotten and dying. Windows boarded up, and all sorts of curious barking and crawling around black cellars and attics. How'd you like to be living in a town like this, feller?
I've been to more welcoming places. I don't think he's been outdoors for years. He isn't gonna know anything.
Yeah, it looks a bit dubious. Oh, I guess we'll keep going for now then. Oh really, System Shock 2 on Shadow up here. I enjoy System Shock 2. Good game. Bugs!
This almshouse is home to the old and the destitute.
Bed bugs. Ugh. Remember kids, if you ever get bed bugs, the safest thing is just to burn the fucking mattress. Those are really disturbing eyelids. What's over here? Yoink. Burn down the house to make sure, literally. They always say, I don't know if it's the same in America, but they always say, like, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite, which is just an awful thing to say, because, like, bed bugs will just fuck you up. Like, bed bugs are the equivalent of, like, some really burly man with huge fucking, like, weightlifting arms, like, punching the shit out of you while you sleep. I don't want to be punched by that guy while I sleep. Fuck that noise. That's awful. It's just like York, just converses about people right in front of them. Did you see that, Zach? This man. Completely insane.
The old woman's dead.
There's bugs coming out of her mouth. That's reasonably upsetting.
It won't open. It won't open.
So that's the way out. Okay. Oh yeah, Jack's afraid of heights. There's a fair warning. So the second you start looking down, that's why I put motion sickness in the actual thing, because apparently this can make some people furiously motion sick. A friend of mine, Linny, I haven't spoken to her in ages actually. I need to pop into hello at some point. I always remember she used to tell me she watched the LP of this just by audio only because of how furiously motion sick it made her. Oh, we found Dock Street at least. Oop. Finally. Man, this place is a pain in the arse to navigate.
It won't budge.
Bells and co. What do they say? Hello, madam. Could you help me, please?
I'm looking for Brian Burnham.
Can't see as I notice what you're saying, stranger.
Jesus! Good night, C-Tide. Don't lose to the bedbug man to fight, yeah. If I see you woken up with a black eye, I know you've lost.
I can't go that way.
I know. What's down here?
Jesus, those people have been ripped apart.
Something ain't fucking right here. We have what we call a slightly... There's no sanity meter, like, physically on the resolution. Look, it goes on the side. Don't think I didn't see that game. I saw it. You can't hide that from me. Or like Jeanette always says, you can't hide from me. I see you.
Hello there, little lady.
Hi, sir.
Are your parents at home?
Daddy's at work and Mommy's upstairs in the attic. She's been bad.
In the attic?
I see. So, what's your name, little lady?
Ramona?
Well, Ramona, could you get your mommy for me?
Nope. Mommy bites. Daddy says we gotta keep her up there for her own good.
Wait, bites?
Excuse me?
What?
When I go near the door, she growls. I don't love Mummy like I love my daddy.
You don't say. Ramona, I really need to speak to your daddy. Do you know when he'll be home?
Soon, I think. You can wait inside if you like. Daddy won't mind. I'm drawing pictures with my crayons.
That would be great. Thanks.
Oh, well, thanks, Ramona. What a nice kid.
I should check the place over while I've got the chance.
I'm gonna start shaking for dominance.
Where is everybody? It's very quiet.
If you don't like it, just turn around and leave.
You know what? I'm gonna turn around and leave into this fucking... Actually, again, I really like the fact they have this, like, everyone staring at you thing. It's really quite cool. Yeah, you're right. Sometimes, you're right, Pumpkin. Like, in a modern... with modern gaming, that kind of scene for us... Like, that's the thing about this, right? For us, as, like, video game players these days, right? A scene of, like, that in the alleyway scene, sure, it's kind of gnarly looking, but it's not, like, crazy. Especially with the low fidelity of the graphics. But in the context of the game, for what Jack and regular people are used to, seeing, like... supernaturally torn apart people obviously is a really heavy sanity hit. It's a really interesting, you know, you sort of role play it with the sort of the setting you're at, you know. Oh hey Ramona, do you mind if I look at your pictures?
What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mummy and Daddy.
What are you drawing, Ramona?
Pictures of Mummy and Daddy.
I don't know. It looks like fucking Cthulhu to me.
It won't budge. It won't open.
Guess we should have a look around.
It won't open.
Probably just the wind.
It's a recent family photo. The corner's been torn off. I can only see Thomas and Ramona Waits in the picture. An old chest of drawers. It won't open.
Yeah, it's kind of like the old PS1 games, I feel like, where the lower graphical fidelity, like Silent Hill 1, when you find that horrible mess in the alleyway and you can't really tell what it was, could have been some sort of animal, might have been human. It's hard to say, and that's what kind of makes it quite interesting, I think. How does Ramona see all that growling? It's like when you live in Swindon, isn't it? You're just used to eldritch horrors, just doing whatever.
It won't budge.
I guess this is the attic. Ah, we should probably open the slide and get our face really close to it. Hello? Hello? Well, that's bad. Hopefully she was just smacking watermelons. You know, she just decided to fuck up some fruit or something instead, maybe. That is actually Ramona's real mum, yes. Mummy was indeed very bitey, it seems, which was somewhat unfortunate.
An old wardrobe. Looks like a diary.
Diary, you say? Oh yeah, the Arkham Advertiser. Innsmouth robbery, missing manager accused. In yesterday's edition, we reported the burglary at the recently opened First National grocery store in Innsmouth. The case took a new turn today as the authorities in town named Brian Burnham, the store's manager, as a suspect in the case. Burnham has not been seen in the area since the robbery and is thought to have left. It's a very straightforward case, says Chief Constable Andrew Martin, in response to inquiries by the advertiser. This young man simply robbed his employer and fled. I imagine he's out of the country by now, if not the state. Oh, the county, sorry. Right, that makes way more sense, if not the state. The Chief Constable dismissed concerns expressed by First National Grocery Regional Manager, Mr. Arthur Anderson, that Burnham may have been kidnapped or injured. You wouldn't have seen all that in a modern game. Not normally. Not normally. You wouldn't normally have a scene where a kid gets brutally murdered. I mean, or that, or the horrible monster attacked a load of watermelons. Could be that too. Or it was a mermaid, maybe. Yeah, which, you know, mermaids are nice. We like mermaids. The last entry in the diary is from today. It reads, "Another sleepless night. I lay awake listening to the movements of that thing that I married, pacing around her locked room. Damn the esoteric order of Dagon, and damn their oaths. And damn the town fathers for not hanging Obed Marsh when they had the chance. No, burning him and his whole filthy clan. I wish I could just leave, abandon my sham of a marriage, leave the store to rot and start a new life far, far away, but I'm trapped here. Every time I look at Ramona, I know it. Watching her sleep, in her beauty and innocence, my heart feels like breaking. She has no idea what she'll become." 7 vaginas. Maybe more. Imagine. Yesterday was her 10th birthday. The change cannot be far off. Her birth gave me such joy, so much that I still use the month, day, and year of the 4-number combination for my save. In that order, starting clockwise. Well, thank goodness. That's very video gamey, isn't it? It's as though I'm trying to preserve that date forever and deny the inevitable horror. I sometimes think of killing her as an act of mercy before she starts to manifest the horror. God forgive me. She is my daughter and I can never harm her. She's blameless in all of this. When the time comes, Innsmouth will be the only place for her, and until then I must stay here to watch over her. It is my penance, my atonement for creating her life with her chosen mother. After she joins them, if the grief does not kill me, my life will be my own once more. Not that I know how I'll have the strength to go on without her. Yeah, it's pretty fucking horrible, isn't it? Is it the 7th today or is it the 6th? I think it's the 7th today, right? I guess we should... I'm sure he's crying because of all the damaged fruit. It'll be fine. I'm sure that horrible ripping and tearing noise was completely irrelevant.
Oh, God. No.
They've taken the last thing I loved away from me.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize what was up there. What the hell was that thing?
There's no time to explain. They'll be here soon. Listen to me closely.
She's got pentagram armbands.
You've been the talk of the town all day, asking after the Burnham lad. I heard he never made it to Boston, that he was caught by the order of Dagon.
Did he pocket anything from the store's safe?
Thankfully, no. It's sturdy. He'd never have wrenched it open with a crowbar. There's something in there that needs protecting from the order. You've got to get it out of Innsmouth. Take the key to the back of my store. The safe combination's in my diary, upstairs. Hurry, Jack.
What the hell's in the safe anyway?
You've gone too far this time, Wait. We're taking you in for murder. You'll swing for this.
Wait, he didn't do anything wrong.
He killed his own daughter. It don't flesh and blood. There's plenty wrong with that. I'm reckoning you do well to mind your own business, stranger. In Innsmouth, we handle things by the old ways.
The way he swings her like casually across his shoulder, that is kind of awful.
It's Ramona's coloring book.
Should we check out Ramona's coloring book? The drawings that fill Ramona's book are like things from a nightmare. It's hard to believe that a young child could imagine such horrors. There are pictures of strange, unnatural creatures, crudely drawn, but they're still able to provoke visceral feelings of revulsion. One of them is captioned with the word, mother. What could it mean? These profoundly disturbing images raise grave concerns about the child's state of mind. Well.
It won't budge. It won't budge.
Yeah, don't read the book. Can I get down this way now? It's still... Ah, they've cleaned up. Well, that's... good.
Jack. Oh, thank God I found you. Waite's been arrested for the murder of his daughter.
I know. It's my fault, Rebecca.
What are you talking about, Jack? What's your fault?
There was something in the attic. Some kind of animal, and I let it loose. It's all my fault. The police dragged Waits off. He can't take the fall for this. He's done nothing wrong. We've got to do something.
Guilty or not, the Order will see him lynched for it. There's nothing you can do. Oh, you must have taken quite a bang in there, Jack.
It's because they wanted to
Your
get rid
head's
of
bleeding.
Wait. They want him dead already.
I think I was out of it for a little while.
I see you've got some bandages. Use them on your head. It'll help you heal. You're not losing too much blood. You won't need a suture.
Thanks, Rebecca.
Why she... Oh yeah, I took a gnarly hit to the face though. There we go. Yeah, I think what it is that Wait was only good for breeding. He was breeding stock. And so now that you know, the wife is loose and the daughter is dead, they have no real reason to keep him. Now he's just a liability. I really do love the atmosphere in this first part of the game. It's really spooky.
It's a variety store, and it's closed.
I guess I'll just quickly go around the back. What the fuck are you looking at?
It's unlocked.
This all looks fine. Again, what I really like about this as well is... You guess you go to sleep, but why? You can see eldritch spooky things instead. I wonder why the wife was so wild. Yeah, we might get a better look at her later. Special, 3 tins of soup for 27 cents? Bargain. We should probably interrupt her in a second. Just gonna steal everything that isn't narrowed down or nailed down.
Nothing of interest.
Should we interrupt her now?
You don't look like your standard crook, sweetheart.
Probably scared the shit out of her.
Jesus, you crazy sap! Who the hell are you?
Jack Walton.
She has the
private
look,
detective.
I feel.
And considering your recent break-in and entering, how about I ask the questions?
Have you any idea who I am?
No.
No? And I really don't care.
Exactly what he said.
My family has influential contacts in the Order, so I'd advise you to mind your manners, sir.
I'm from out of town. The Order doesn't hold much sway with me.
Really? Out of town, you say? How interesting.
Fisky girl, indeed.
I'm Ruth Billingham.
Huh. You're Brian's broad. That figures.
Brian? I don't believe I know a Brian.
You're bad at lying.
Yeah, right. I've been fed that line 1,000 times, and from much better liars than you.
Yeah.
Look, Ruth, the rumor around town is that your lover boy's in the hands of the Order.
What? No, that's not true. They'll have him killed. It was all my idea. I just wanted a clean break from here.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. You're the detective. You think of something. I'll be waiting out at the old fishing cannery the next 2 nights, just past the abandoned railway station to Rowley.
Just punch me.
When you find him, give him this.
Fuck.
He'll know it's from me.
Oh, they just despawn her. She goes pop. She gone. Alright, so let's see. So Ramona's birthday, it was said to be the 6th, right? 'Cause it's the 7th today. So it'd be, what was it? 6, 19, like 12. 06, 19, 12. Is it month or? Let's check the, month, day, and year. In that order, starting clockwise. So that's going to be 2, 6, 12, isn't it? Starting clockwise. Okay. Oh, whoops. Oh wait, is it? Would it be? Hold on, me.
I must have got something wrong.
Yeah, I know. So if I start it back at 1 again, I guess. At 0.
I must have made a mistake.
Do I need to do it? How do Americans do the date? This is what throws me. He does say in the diary which way around it should be. Month, day, and year in that order, starting clockwise. It's month, day, year, yeah. So it should be. That should have been right, yeah? It should be 2, 6, 12. Yesterday was the 10th birthday, and it's the 7th today, so it should be the 6th. 6th of February, 1912. That's what I thought it did, but I guess you turn it clockwise is turning it to the right first. That's probably why it went wrong. So it should be like that. There you go.
I must have got something wrong.
Nope, not like that. I did day then month, did I?
That's not right.
Okay, let's try again then.
That's not right.
So it's not like that either. This always threw me on the other thing, because I don't think the... I remember this being really weird, like with the way it works. It's not, it doesn't feel... I saw a character.
I must have made a mistake.
Ah, okay. Let's do that again then. This will be 2, 6, and 1, and 2. Ah, there we go. That's why, yeah.
Yes, that's it.
There we go. Ooh, spooky.
The safe holds a heavily bound manuscript. The front is embossed with the words, Book of Dagon.
Seems perfectly normal. What's in this Book of Dagon? He farts at me. The book is handwritten and heavily bound. Its cover embossed with the title The Book of Dagon. It seems to be a religious work translated from a series of ancient tablets. It tells of an entity called Dagon, apparently some kind of sea god, and his consort Hydra. They are the greatest of an underwater race called the Deep Ones, who worship them with sacrifice and other rites. The description of the sacrifice are particularly shocking. There are details of magical spells and other strange rituals. And this incredible manuscript is to be believed. Their history stretches back beyond the remotest human origins into unthinkably remote antiquity. A few individuals are so incredibly old they do not have they've seen continents rise and fall, for they do not die of old age as humans do. Father Dagon and Mother Hydra are such individuals. They are greatly revered for their age and size. Spoilers though, you know, they're not immortal, so, you know. Their greatest awe, however, is reserved for a dark god named Great Cthulhu, who is said to sleep and dream in the underwater city of Relay. The book seems incomplete. The last chapters tail off, as though the translation has not been finished. That alone would normally give you a massive rip. Yeah, the horse show, they're all dead again, I'm sorry. In the tabletop, that would be GG to your sanity, I think, pretty hard. You get quite a lot of mythos points for the book, though. But unless you passed a particularly spicy roll, I think that would be some very, very deeply unpleasant sanity rolls you'd have to make. Yeah, you know.
It won't budge.
Just gonna fucking leave, I think. You're so spooked right now. Hey, thank you, Robot. Thanks for 52, man. Hope you've been good.
It's getting late. I'd better start making tracks. I don't much fancy spending the night in this hole.
Cool, we'll just get the bus out of here and we just leave, right? We can just leave. We just got what we need and we just go. Where's Joe? Joe? Oh yeah, man, there's some spooky...
Did you hear? Waits killed his own daughter? His own flesh and blood? Damn shame.
Maybe. Maybe not.
What do you mean, maybe, Charlie? I seen Elliot dragging him off. Caked in blood he was.
Aye. But Birch reckons she were ripped open, Joe. I don't reckon Tom would have the strength for that sort of killing.
I ain't got much time for talking, Charlie. I got instructions from the order to make certain the outsider doesn't leave tonight.
Oh, piss.
Would that be the strange feller you brought into Innsmouth a couple hours back?
Yeah.
I'm reckoning on him asking for lodging here this evening.
Well, that's just great. Gentlemen?
I should leave him alone. He's in no mood for talking. Do you have board for the night?
We've plenty on the top floor of the house. Nice views over the town, I'm told.
Great.
It's 1922.
That sounds just swell.
Lewd.
That's disturbing. We're having some visions of some murder.
Hey, you all right there, sir? Starting to look kind of funny there for a while. Face as white as bone and eyes as black as coal. Like you'd seen a ghost or something.
Thank you, Wombat. Is it a seahorse show? It very well might be at this point.
I'm fine, thanks. It's just the sea air around these parts. It makes me queasy.
The Innsmouth's breeze is not for your outsiders.
What is for outsiders?
Can you come with me? I need to be telling you something. Privately.
Excuse me, sir. The Innsmouth law doesn't like to be kept hanging about. I'll be right back with you shortly.
Thank you, Wombat. This looks deeply upsetting. I'll be rude, not...
It's the key to the back office.
Yoink.
It's unlocked.
It is now. That appears to be some sort of organ.
The rug is caked in dried up blood and guts. There are severed body parts strewn all over the office.
That's,
Lewd.
That's a spine.
There are severed body parts strewn all over the office. The hatchet is incredible. I wonder what secrets this book holds.
A book, you say? Hey, Lacuddy, thank you for the 19. Oh, thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. Should we check the general evidence? She were a lively one and no mistake. I kept her going as long as I could, for the music she was making. Such a pair of lungs. And after she was done, I found those lungs on her look as good as they sounded. Maybe I'll keep them. Her liver was particularly sweet as well. I never much wanted to go to New York, but if they all have as much talk as the one I reckon, I ain't missing much. As soon as he woke and saw the knives, he was away talking and pleading and begging for his life. Hey, thank you, Noble. Thank you for the gift sub. Oh, Noble kickstarted a train. It's going to be the spookiest train of all time, perhaps, at this point. Thank you very much, Noble. The hypier the train gets, the more likely we are to not get munched. All of those words made me dizzy, and I had to take his tongue first to stop him. In future, I better wait a while after they've eaten dinner, for his innards stank awful. It's because this game isn't strictly Shadow over Innsmouth, it's a little bit different, so... Choo-choo! No, thank you for that, Noble, that was really kind of you. The bones were nearly all out before he died. I was real careful around the arteries, so he didn't lose any more blood than could be helped, and he lasted a lot longer for it. The flesh moved on its own, he tried to work his arm, but with the bones gone, there just went nothing it could do, just twitch. I took out the strap so it could move free, and I watched. The new gag works much better and was more quiet than the last. Seems like Charlie likes murdering his Gus.
Lewd.
Oh, Wombat, thank you very much. Oh, Wombat, that was really kind of you, thank you. And Hawthorne, thank you as well. Oh, both of you pushed the train to the next level. Thank you both.
If you just follow me, sir.
Lewd.
More emotes for everybody.
Your lodgings. I heard there was a killing over at the old Waits house tonight.
Thank you very much, both of you.
They reckon the old fool killed his own daughter. Caked head to toe in her blood, they says. And had to be dragged away, screaming and crying. I reckon there'll be a lynching for what he done.
Lewd.
Absolutely. Here's your 2 biddies. Thank you, MDB. Yep, this, do you lock all the corridors in your hotel?
You're still looking pallid, sir. You're needing to have yourself some rest. Sleep well, and keep down the racket. Us Innsmouth are quiet folk.
Quiet folk, you say? Yeah, sounds like it. I'll just close that. And bolt that. Whew.
Nothing of interest here. The room's cold enough without opening the window.
Can you use the bookcase? Not yet, I don't think. Nah, not yet. Deeply upsetting. Alright, what are we? We level 2 hype. I reckon we will get horribly mauled. We shall see. Let's see how we go.
I just don't feel safe going to sleep yet.
Yeah, I guess we should probably.
I just don't feel safe going to sleep yet.
Oh, I see. We can bolt this one as well, can't we? Yeah. There we go. So I can actually push this already. No, we're not. We pushed it already. Okay. This part's in the story, yeah. They hit the hotel escape, yeah.
Lewd.
Hey, Echo, thank you very much. Thank you for the gift sub. Oh, that's really kind of you, thank you. Yeah, there was a spine and spleen nuts. The fact that Jack actually tries to get a bed after this is interesting.
Better. Not exactly safe, but the best I'm gonna get in this infernal town.
Apparently a lot of people reckon this next scene is something that really, like, spooked them and caught them off guard. Got them quite stressed. Early evening. Innsmouth turned out to be much more dilapidated, depressed, and unwelcome than initially expected. The stench of rotten fish fills the air, while poverty and disease lie festering in every cobbled back street. Only a few of the inhabitants have been at all cooperative. The others have been evasive, and sometimes downright hostile. Predict with channel points. Horribly mauled? Yeah, sounds pretty likely. My detective instincts tell me they're trying to hide something. Of course, I could simply be prejudiced by their look and manners. They're almost ugly enough to get me believing the local tales of the Innsmouth taint. Even so, I was able to make some progress. Finding Ruth Billingham was a lucky break. She's convinced Loverboy is in one piece and being held in the local jailhouse. Rebecca Lawrence is clearly afraid of something. She doesn't come across as the type that scares easily, but then I guess she's not afraid enough to leave. She's more worried about me. Then there's Zadok Allen, the old rummy. He was willing to talk, alright. I just wish I knew whether he was having to drink what he saw, whether he saw things because he was drinking. You all got faith? Alright. Wait, 26k to 10k, wait, in which favour? Shit. The Order of Dagon, some heathen religion brought back from the South Seas by an Obed Marsh. Rituals on Devil's Reef. Those who wouldn't join massacred by some kind of monsters in 1846. It's all so far-fetched. What else could explain the thing that charged out of the attic? If I hadn't spoken with Thomas himself, I'm sure I'd be saying things. This part's a great idea, impossible execution. If you know what you're doing, the chase is intense and panicking. However, the only way to learn what you're doing is trial and error. Yeah, you just get mangled every time, right? You just get absolutely mangled. Whatever's really going on, this place gives me the creeps. The dreams are becoming stronger. I seem to spend each night in weird, fantastical landscapes with immense buildings like no architecture I've ever seen. My body in the dreams. It's so strange, I can't begin to describe it. Maybe it's some sort of buried memory of all the occult stuff I studied when I wasn't myself. And this spooky vision thing is acting it worse than ever. Used to be I could sometimes see what people were thinking sometimes, but now it's going crazy. It's like someone's watching me all the time, tracking me from the rooftops and the shadows. I'm so edgy I can hardly think straight. If only I could get some decent bourbon in this miserable town. But
Lewd.
I need to track down Brian Burnham, and fast. The sooner I get out of here, the better. Alright. Yeah, I'm sure we'll just wake up, it'll be fine. Let's go. Brian's Burnham. Sleep. Peaceful. This is nice. Probably quite a comfy bed, you know. Looks alright. That's the yith clicking. Oh, hello. Fine.
The great city of Nakotas. Rest now, Jack. You are safe.
Oh, well, that's fine then.
What was in the light, Jack? Where do you want to go? We are your history, Jack, and your future.
I don't understand.
You will, in time.
And that's gonna... I want you to roll me a D10,000, please. Unless you roll a 1, you're gonna fucking lose all of your sanity. Thank you.
The outsider. Top of the house. Room 401.
Come on, let's have it.
Oh, hey everyone. Creatures from beyond the veil, how's life treating you? There's other boys coming to sort me out. We should probably leave. I'm guessing that Fishwaifu got more and more angry as time went on and more aggressive, and that's why eventually she was confined, perhaps.
Matters is wrong. Just keep the noise down.
Uh-oh.
Here, take the keys. Turn this. It's locked. Probably bolted on the other side.
He's awake in there. I can hear him moving about.
Break the door down, you damn fool.
I see him head. Check the door.
Now we need to GTFO. These have some really tight timing on it.
The door won't be bolted. They got him. Don't let him get away.
Flee.
Stop! Stop! He's on the other side! Shoot him!
Right, we done the crazy difficult bit. Oh shit! Oh boy! Oh no! I've been shot! That's not good. Hold on. Narcotics, baby! Let's fucking go! I'm fine.
He's up there.
No, I'm fine.
After him. I see him.
Oh shit. Hello. Oh, sorry. Sorry, ma'am. My bad.
It won't open.
I'm gonna bleed stuff.
It won't open. Won't budge.
Okay. Ooh, health kit. She's very distressed. I mean, whoop. Ugh. Okay.
Don't let him get away.
Shit. Please don't shoot me. I've just healed. Don't look down. Don't look down.
He's going across the roof.
Oh fuck. Gents.
Stranger, stop.
I'm not going to.
Take him down.
Fuck you. Uh-oh.
The vent is tightly sealed. I won't be able to get inside.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I feel I might have made an error. Gents? Uh-oh. Serpentine! Serpentine! He'll be fine. Serpentine! Oh dear god. Serpentine! So where do I get off this roof? I was at the end. Serpentine! Fuck. Did I actually break my legs? We're fine. Am I actually gonna make this first time? If you die, you do it again, yeah. That's alright. We just inject morphine and run for it. Wait, can I find out which one of you fuckers didn't have faith and which one of you guys did? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Serpentine.
Stop him!
Don't stop me. Oh dear god. Serpentine! This did not help.
Don't let him get away!
Gentlemen, I'd really appreciate if you didn't shoot me.
I'm fire! What now?
Oh.
He's here! Kill him!
Okay, I'm bleeding. Let's sort that. Might not see me down here. Reckon they see me?
Lost him. Don't let him escape.
They lost me. Phew. Nice. Okay. I think we're good.
Don't let him get away. I heard that. How's that?
Uh-oh. Okay. We don't have a gun. We do not.
It's here! Come here!
Okay, we might have to just make a break for it. Go, go! Come on! Oh no! No, I took too much damage! No! No! I took a gunshot to the area! Now we're fine. Shit.
There's his room. Just keep the noise down.
Prediction result is yes, horribly malls.
Here, take the keys. Curse you.
I was almost not horribly mauled.
On the other side. He's awake in there. I can hear him moving about.
I ain't awake.
Break the door down again.
Didn't I bolt this already?
Hurry up!
Quick! I see him heading.
Don't let him away!
Check the door.
They're moving about. 40k? What, me getting mauled? Fuck. Suck.
The door won't be bolted. They've got him. Don't let him get away.
What?
Stop!
Alright.
They've got him.
You don't have me.
He's climbing out the window.
Nah, I'm fine.
He's on the other side. We shoot him.
Fine. We're good. We're Gucci. We're Gucci. Let's go, go. Don't get shot. Eek. Okay. Let's go.
He's up there.
Hey, Captain Hillian.
After him.
I ain't nowhere. Madam. Hup. This time I got some mad skulls.
Don't let him escape.
Oh shit.
He's going across the road.
I ain't going across nothing, mate. Let's go. Horrible mauled this time. 100k on not getting mauled. You got faith. I kind of feel bad for the poor fish lady. Can you actually get that without setting the dudes off, do you reckon? Oh, checkpoint. Sorted, guys. Look at that. Uh oh. In sneak mode, you'll be less visible. Look how slow you are in sneak mode. It's fucking hopeless, I swear. Sneaky beaky, mate. Oh yeah. I want to get the health kit, but it alerts them. That's not cricket. Ooh. You consider dropping 200k on mold? Yeah, well, we'll see who's laughing when I get away with this in a second, hopefully. Fuck!
Stop!
It's fine. No cannon. Oop.
He's here!
Eat shit, buddies.
Won't open.
What do you mean it won't open? What the fuck? Okay, plan B. Not that way.
I lost him! Take him down!
We're fine. Probably. Yay! We're fine. See, it's only a a huge gash in my chest where I got shot. Serpentine, Babu! Serpentine! We made it. See?
Lewd.
Didn't get mauled. Evasion was exactly. Look at that. That was some fucking skills, guys. I went left, I went right. Come on, tell me that wasn't good.
They've lost him off the roof. He's gotta be somewhere in there. Spread out. Search the floor. He's hiding somewhere.
Wait, how much is behind his frog is? It's loads. No, completely safe. Yeah! Completely safe. I'm a fucking not getting mauled wizard. Yeah. GG easy. Look at these two twats. Sneaky beaky. Can't see shit, Captain. No one's here, you toe rag. Yoink. Hey, ratties! I have one. Look at these chubbers. I love them. Look how chubby that rat is. Yes. Hello. Ratty. Hello. Hey, chunky. Shit, where am I actually going? There's a ladder over there. So that way. That is a proper good rat. The giant rat makes the rules. Igit claw, biggest brain rat! Jack, why can't we go past this small bit of wood? Alright, here we go.
Lewd.
Yeah. 2 years of bot! Delicious bot.
Lost him! Maybe out somewhere! Get the front door!
The bot has been around for a while now. The bot's been amazing, thank you very much.
Find the outsider! Kill him!
Find out.
This order really wants me dead. I'd better watch my step.
Really, Jack? You think they do? Fuck, what gave it away, man? This used to crash here all the time, by the way. Like this particular room would crash like every time I tried it when I was doing it on the Steam version. Eat. A Delta Green one. That's the modern Cthulhu, isn't it?
All the drawers are locked.
Oh, well, fuck it then. Bot's been a good man. Alright. We fucking out, yo. Well, kind of. Oh. They went that way. That's the way we're gonna go. Dopey fucker's still looking for me in the wrong direction. Oh. Oh. So maybe go that way. This looks good. Reconstitutive tonic for the stomach? Nice. We should get some of that. Wanted for theft. Do you reckon we should stay here until the inevitable patrol? Or is it because I'm so fucking good at stealth? I can just wing it. Sticky. How much health do I got... Am I capped out on health? I think I am. I love we just got a morphine, we just carry around with us and just fucking buzz it. Like, yes, morphine, baby! It's up there. It's watching us from the roofs. There it is. How do we avoid such a fate? Guess he's not looking. That's good. Oh. We'll be fine. Did he come this way? The Wasted Land. Oh yeah, I remember that actually. It got really bad reviews if I remember correctly. We went for this period on Steam where there was lots of Fufu games, like quite quickly. Can I jump up here? Fucking watching you, Jack. You swine. Okay, he's coming back this way. Yeah, the rain effects are fine. He's here. He should come back this way. You know, the sound for the footsteps is actually fairly decent, to the point where you can reasonably tell where he is. Not too much trouble.
It won't open.
Might be safer to wait here a minute. I can't think of a huge amount of actual proper like, if you like, HP Lovecraft branded style games that are really good. There's lots of like offshoot style games that are really solid. I mean, obviously like Eternal Darkness, Bloodborne. Lamentum was really solid, if a little bit too long, perhaps, for what I was enjoying from it. Oh. Cry of Fear's not Lovecraftian? What? Cry of Fear's just garbage. The game where Cthulhu's the hero? Oh, the RPG? I actually know the people who did that. They're from Penny Arcade, originally. Nice dudes. Can I follow this guy up the alleyway? Is he going to turn the corner or am I going to get shot?
Christ, they're everywhere. I need to keep my head down.
Yeah, I know, Jack. Can you not fucking pause in the middle of the...
This looks like a reasonable hiding place.
Yeah, it looks reasonable. Cry of Fear is existential horror, but not because of the content of the game. It's because when playing it, you have a fucking existential crisis. And you sort of readdress what you're doing with your life. Why you're doing things. Like, I was like, man, why am I making videos on the internet? It's a terrible idea. I should do something else in my life. That isn't this. Just go down and think, sit down and think about what I've done. No, you didn't.
It won't budge.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
William! William! For God's sake!
Your friend is dead.
Jesus Christ, no! You're a fool, Willie.
Secret World's
wasn't
amazing.
Safe in there.
Yeah, Secret World's incredible.
Look, fella, I know you're upset, but I really need some help.
Ah, you're the outsider they're hunting tonight.
Yeah, I'm sorry your friend's
dead.
dead.
You don't have a hope,
but
stranger.
fuck him.
The Order's mob will be everywhere you turn. Down the sewers is the only place that them folks balk at venturing. It's a good cause at that, mind you.
I can cope with foul air. It'll be a change from the stink of dead fish.
You're not getting my meaning, stranger. There's rumoring of real horrors in the black dankness beneath these streets. Maybe the folk with the Tain are devils. But at least they're devils of this earth. You ever hear tell of a Shaggoth, stranger?
Just tell me where I can get into the sewers.
Shaggin'?
Alright.
Don't know anything about that,
You've
mate.
been warned.
Jack's a wizard.
Just the other side of this here building is a road leading down to the filtration plant. There's an open sewer pit down there. Good luck, stranger.
Am I dying? Oh, I need a bandage. Fucking nice. Yeah, there's a shagger down there. We gotta be a bit careful. Attack of the Fishmen. I want to investigate his dead friend, but apparently I can't. He looks like you feel a bit funny. I wanted to go there, but I'm not allowed to. Alright. Secret World and Secret World Legend are both really good. I feel that the original Secret World was a better game overall, but Secret World Legend had some newer content, which was quite nice. So we had a little bit more story stuff. This is quite funny. I remember once this bugged out really bad. I did this. We'll see if we can get it to not bug out.
It's just a trash can. Nothing of interest.
Says who, mate? Might be something really good in there. Alright, I'm pretty sure we can... Pretty sure we can do. We can yoink that. And we can... Guess we'll go around. I'm actually getting to move once without being in it. Oh, there we go.
He's in the truck!
So actually... What? What? Fuck off. Whee! We're gonna be fine. This is gonna be okay. Ladies goblins. Oh shit!
Show them!
No, don't shoot me! Shit!
A sturdy look.
Am I fine? I need to
Metal
bandage my
bar.
wound, but... Go! Take it! I might sort stuff out with it. Oh, Jesus! You only played till Egypt. I did the entire thing. Like, for Secret World, I actually did, on Secret World Regular, me and Rufus did the endgame raiding stuff. We did all the content, we had some of the best gear in the game, we did pretty much everything we could. And in Secret World Legends, I got all the way to the new content, and had some pretty decent gear. Though it was pretty pay to win compared to the original, which was a bit sad, but, you know. I did everything so that I could, free to play. I fully ground all the Tokyo stuff, which was pretty fun. I'm pretty sure we need a pipe.
Let him escape!
I think we need to find like a pipe or something.
Don't let him get away!
The fan's old and rusted. The sewers mustn't have been maintained for some time.
I'm pretty sure
It's
I need like
wrecked
an item
beyond repair.
to get through here. Am I being dumb?
I don't suppose the butcher will be too thrilled.
I swear you picked up like a plank or like a metal pipe.
Glued.
Take him down!
Now just a mess of twisted metal. It's wrecked beyond repair.
Show them!
I don't suppose the butcher will be too thrilled.
I already picked that up, did I? When did I get that?
Don't let him escape!
Shit. Shit.
Don't let him get away!
Ah, stop shooting me. Oh. Oh, good. Oh, fuck.
There's no point going back that way.
Agreed. Perp. Secret Legend always found it difficult to know where you're supposed to go and leave an area. Honestly, like with Secret World Legends and Secret World, my rule was just do literally everything on the map. Like, find every single person, talk to everyone, do every single quest, then move on. And it worked pretty well. For the most part.
I'm not so sure this was one of my better ideas.
I'm not in the truck. Some of the puzzle ones were insanely difficult. That's what made them so fun. But then Secret World Legends broke the in-game browser. They just never fixed it, and it was just a buggy mess. Honestly, I'm really grumpy with Funcom for fucking that up so badly.
Show them!
It's wrecked beyond repair.
So when did I get the pipe then?
I don't suppose the butcher will be too thrilled.
There.
Don't let him escape!
Ah, there it is.
A sturdy-looking metal bar.
Don't let him get away!
17. Woohoo! First time. Nice. I think if you have an original Secret World account, I think you can still download the Secret World client from the servers. I want to say from their official website. The original Secret World is by far a better game. I've said this before, if you can get Secret World working without it crashing every 2 seconds, it is still, to this day, worth playing if you like Lovecraft stuff. Just playing the story and then stopping. Like, don't worry about the MMO side of it, or the grind, or any other piss. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
No, wait!
What was that?
There's a doll here.
What am I doing here?
Oh god, that's a big sanity loss. When he starts talking to himself, I think that's like 50% loss or something.
My father had the answer. What the hell is all this stuff?
Oh.
When you walk like it is dark here.
He's calling
to me. It hurts bad. I'm scared.
Oh shit! It's corrosive!
Bollocks.
Why did you let me?
Uh-oh.
Why did you let me?
There's something down here.
Something's watching. Ah! I think something's watching me. Yeah, it's a really nice touch, I think, Noble. Actually.
His body is covered in this slimy muck. He must have dragged himself up the stairs. I wonder what he was escaping from.
I think
his skin's been corroded from his body. He must have died in agony.
Yeah, he must have died in agony. Bummer, dude. That really friggin' blows. Alright.
My father had the answer.
Hello?
He's calling to me.
Wait, who's calling to you?
I can hear them calling to me. She's here.
This sounds normal.
It won't budge.
I think there's something in there watching me. It's probably fine though. Open that up, and then we should do... I think both these on, right? Oh, there we go.
It's coated in slime. I'm not touching it.
I guess we can go.
It won't open.
Hey, Inverse. Thank you very, very much for the resub. Yeah, we thought it's spooky time. Time to do spooky
It's
stuff.
coated in slime. I'm not touching it.
Oh, we need to flush water into it now, I guess. Now we've opened that up, we can put the water in. Oh no, we need to do the one that isn't slime, right? Otherwise, one of these is slime. Which one's the gooey one? That one's the gooey one, which is this one. That one. There we go. That looks clear now, right? Well, ish. Clear-ish. Crystal clear green. Yeah, see, it's fine. clear, and I'm not sure I'd drink that, but you know. Thank you, Inverse. Really appreciate the resub. Ooh. Oh, it's Zadok. I think we hit a sanity threshold. Hello?
This must be the Order's punishment for him talking to me.
Yeah. Ooh.
I wonder how many others have been dumped down here over the years for defying the Order of Dagon.
Oh.
What was that? This must be the Order's punishment for him talking to me.
I'm being watched.
Oh shit.
Gotta think straight.
Wait, that's like a cube of skulls.
She was just a child. He's calling to me.
I can't make out anything in that blackness.
Yeah, she's fucking leave, shall we?
I can hear them calling to me.
What the hell is this place? It's like some sort of mass grave.
She was just a child.
What happened to this one?
Poor wretches. Their remains left to rot in this hellish pit.
Well, I guess if you feed bodies to a Shoggoth, you ain't gotta worry about any evidence, I guess. Don't fart at me! Fuck you! Alright. Can I get down here without breaking my legs? You notice she hums the music from the asylum. Hey, Ramona.
I don't like it here.
I think you're saying things, Jack.
Why did you let me die?
Well, it wasn't personal.
I miss my daddy. Why do you care about me? Things I don't like. Things I don't like.
They make the use of the headphone stuff really good, by the way. I don't know if it comes across on the stream, but on my headphone ears, it's going left and right pretty heavily. It sounds really good. Crabs! Crabs! Dude, go upsetting. Crabs! They're waiting for me, but they can't get near the other side. Little shits! Okay, just make a break for it, past the crabs. Go, go, go. Round the crab, round the crab. Eee! Oh god, they're over there.
I'm being watched.
Oh fuck! Oh god. Ah! Ah! Okay. Ah! Fuck you, crabs!
There's something bothering me.
Crab is your worst nightmare.
Oh no.
Don't eat fish, one but
Straight.
crabs!
She's following me. I can feel her. Oh no. I can't think straight.
Yeah, Ramona really,
The grate doesn't seem to be fastened securely.
Can you see anything?
It came from over there.
came from over there.
I heard something. I heard something over there.
Now we can run back. I say run, you know, as fast as Jack goes, you know. Goddamn crabs. Alright.
Are you down there, outsider?
Maybe, what's it to you?
Can you see anything?
Are you down there, outsider?
I agree, Noble. I think it's a really nice touch. Like, the whole Ramona thing was like, it was just so traumatic. Like, it completely left a mark. And now he's like, now he's pretty screwed. I mean, at this point, like, Jack's already, like, pretty much totaled out on sanity.
This crate is blocking the door.
What was that? Did you hear it?
Aha. There we go. That was right. Did I... No, we're fine. A bullet. More bullet. A bullet with one bullet.
It won't budge.
Jammed.
A decorative vase. Nothing of interest.
Well, how'd you know? Aha. Aha!
Jack, you're alive. Thank God.
Well, that was fucking lucky.
Just barely. The Order has got half this blasted town on my heels.
I warned you, Jack. I told you the Order wouldn't stand.
Save it, sweetheart. You found anything more on Brian?
He never made it out of town. The Order has him holed up in the old jailhouse until he's needed.
Needed? Needed for what?
Sacrifice, Jack. To Dagon.
It was important, Fiki. There was
They'll
something
take
to
him
grab
out
in
to
there,
Devil's
you know? It was
Reef,
shiny at the back.
and he'll never be seen again.
Dagon? Sacrifice? This is crazy talk. Innsmouth's old fishing tales have muddled your mind. But I don't want another death on my conscience. Where's this jailhouse?
It's out the back of the Merchant's Bank.
We
just
literally
past
saw
the old water
tentacles
tower.
eat a body, Jack.
We better keep off the streets. The tainted are roaming everywhere.
That painting is
There's
judging.
a secret crypt under the church that leads out to someplace safe. We can use that. My father built it when he was minister.
Okay, get your father and let's go.
I can't. I mean, he wouldn't pledge himself to Dagon. He called it blasphemy.
Is that the Virgin Mary
The
bloke?
Order found
Bitch,
him
please.
and
Jeez. I'm sorry, Rebecca. Did your father ever show you how to get into this crypt?
Jack just doesn't give a crap.
no, but he gave me this. I think it'll help.
My father got mauled by these horrible cultists. Bummer, dude. Fucking sucks to be you, doesn't it?
Shh, they found us. We have to leave now.
The church is this way. Follow me.
It won't budge. I don't have spare time for reading.
Well, why not?
God, help us. We'll have to make a run for it.
Okay.
Follow me.
Serpentine, bamboo,
We'll be protected
serpentine.
inside.
It's locked.
Follow me, Jack.
Yeah, fucking open it!
No! Take him down!
Shit! Well, rip. There's no going back now. The locals want me. Fucking locals, man. I always tell you guys. The locals want me dead. That's clear enough. And they can't afford to let me get away now. Even in the sanctuary of the church, I don't feel safe. Though it looks like Rebecca was right. They're not making any effort to break in like they did at the hotel. I'm going to miss her. Yeah, rip. Still, at least I have a lead on Brian Burnham. Rebecca was convinced he's alive, being held in the town's jailhouse. But where is the jailhouse? According to Rebecca's direction, I need to find the merchant's bank and then the water tower in order to reach it. He said them done though. Those things have pretty much trapped. Sorry. Those things have me pretty much trapped in here. Eventually, one of them may think of burning the place down, or they may overcome their fear of the place and come bursting in. I need to get that secret way out. Rebecca said her old man's postcard would help. I don't know how. I just hope I haven't got to go back down through the sewers. There's something down there for sure. I thought it was just another tall tale at first, but I could feel it. And that slime. It was like a trail from something. Something not natural. What did that hit call it? A Shoggoth? The Order's grip on the folks' town is strong, and they'll stop at nothing. Rebecca's murder proves that, and old Zadok looks like they beat him to death for talking to me. I should have left that poor old rummy alone.
Open these doors, outsider!
No, fuck you!
There are things in the shadows. What am I doing here?
Ah, we're fine. Which one's the last one? Yeah, the game... It's interesting, for its age, the game holds tight to the idea of not giving you a gun for a very, very long time. And I actually really liked that. Like, there wasn't that many games in 2006, you know, and when this was being made, what, 2003, or when they were designing this, that did that. You know, most first-person games, generally speaking, you know, didn't have you hiding, like, they had you shooting. They hold off. I mean, what are we? We're 2 hours 40 in, and I know roughly what to do. And so, you know, it might take you even a little bit longer to get to this point normally if you're playing like for the first time. And you don't get a gun until like what, 3.5 hours in, probably. 2005 release date, yeah. It does feel a bit more modern. Yeah, it's got a lot of interesting stuff. I would say it starts feeling a little bit less modern once we get the gun, unfortunately. Like, there's a lot of interesting stuff though. There's no UI, so you have to keep track of the bullets you've got. There's no heads-up display, there's no health meters, no radar. But there's also a lot of stuff. As soon as you get the gun, it turns into like a sort of messier game where shooting baddies and they just instantly respawn and they just disappear on the spot. And a few other bits and bobs gets a bit messy. The AI for the fishman is terrible. But the game still has a really good atmosphere. I still think the game holds up incredibly well, overall. Yeah, I mean, so far, no complaints. Like, I think this has been a really fun revisit so far. Like, it's really interesting stuff. The game definitely, I reckon, around 7/10 of the way through, shits the bed pretty hard. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Shits the bed pretty hard, I think, about 7/10 in, but overall, good stuff. I hope everyone enjoyed that. It was fun to do again. We'll continue this in a couple of days. We've also got some other games on the go as well, but we'll carry on with this for Spooky October. Yeah, it's really nice that GOG managed to get it working so efficiently, actually. But it was good stuff. It was good stuff. Thank you ever so much, everyone. I really hope everyone had a good time. No, so yeah. It was a thoroughly enjoyable experience to go through that again. I really had a good time. I hope you guys did too. Right, I love the lot of you. Good night, stay safe, and I will see you all tomorrow with any luck. Thanks everyone. Mwah. Take care.